Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm extremely tired, so if my energy is super low, that's why. It's currently 11:30 on a random Friday night. A lot of people hanging out with friends. No, not me. So I'm going to be telling you guys what I did to prepare for NaNoWriMo this year, because I wanted to help you guys as much as I can, because I have about 4 more days until NaNoWriMo starts, and I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. Actually, it's like 5. But yeah, super fun. I'm super excited for it. So what is going to happen is I'm just going to tell you guys what I did to get ready and what I recommend doing. I literally recommend everything I did. There's no part of it where I was like, maybe not. And also the way that I position this is like perfect for if you watch the video when I release it, which it's Friday night right now, but you guys will watch it at 10 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be perfect for you because you have, I think it took 4 days to do this preparation. So yeah, highly recommend it, except for my eyes are still red from yesterday because it was a long time of being on the screen, but that was for my choice. Anyway, so I have my laptop right here, and then I have my content creator notebook right here. And like, I advise this for actually everyone, just have a random notebook where you just put all your stuff in. But this is more like my posting stuff. Like the page on the other side is literally bullet points for a podcast episode, and then before that is posting schedules, and then video ideas and fun stuff. Sorry, I'm really disoriented right now. It's been a long day. Anyway, and if the video cuts at any point, that's Mia calling me. But anyway, so what I did first day is so I've had this plot idea for a while, and I have wanted to make this book for a while because I like the idea, and I know it's going to be a pretty good book series when I actually get around to writing it. So I'm just grabbing the cord so my computer doesn't die. So I kind of knew what this plot was going to do, and I attempted writing the book one other time, but it did not go well because like I ran into a lot of plot holes, and then I would like almost like switch it halfway through. So I'm like, okay, I need to just sit down and plan everything, but with a basic film plot structure. So like I'm doing this like film / theater school, and he gave us like a film plot structure so we can like identify the different stages of a film kind of thing, just like what's the setup and all that jazz. If any of my friends from that school are watching, this is awkward. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to just like base my book off of that, because I thought it was like, it's pretty basic and super easy. And it's also just like nice to have like guidelines for it. Like I think my plot I wrote is really good. So, and it did put a lot of assistance, because the first time around, I just had a lot of unnecessary stuff that was just kind of pointless, but like I wanted to include it, but then it just like happened too many times. So like with the structure, it helped me figure it out. So what I recommend doing is just like looking up basic like book plot structures or something like that, so you can just have something that you can base it off of, and then it'll be super easy from there. And just like write out like the basis of like how you want the story to go, and then fill in the plot structure, if that makes sense. Because like I knew, I'm not gonna say too much, but like let's say it's about me, and it's about a girl who falls in love with an actor. It's like, okay, so I know like how I'm gonna base that off of, and then just like you build it from there. Anyway, so then I did that. I'm just gonna flash it real fast. There we go. That should not be enough for you to read it, even though you couldn't. My handwriting is crap. But anyway, so then I did that, and that was one day of that. And then I sectioned it into the different acts, because it's a 3-act story. And then I divided with how many words need to be for each one. So it's 23,000 words for the first act, I don't even know what I wrote there. I think it's 45,000 words for the second act, and then and then 23,000 words for the last act. Then what I did is I practically rewrote what I did, but I did bullet points for chapters. So for example, it's setup is the first thing, and then it's she's in the house, and then neighbor visits, and like those are separate chapters, if that makes sense. And then with that, once I have all the chapters divided up, and then I have the sections of the acts divided up, then I divide like 23 divided by how many chapters I have in that first act, and then I figure out how many approximately words each chapter will have to be, which for my first act, it's like 1,800 words per chapter. And some of them, like I've distributed different words, because like some of them are definitely gonna be longer than others. So yeah, that's what I did, and I think it's very brilliant. Then what I did is, so I had a basis of stuff, and I had a lot of blank spaces because I didn't want to name my characters because I hadn't worked on that yet. So like I just had blank spaces for people, and it's like And I literally at one point I go, sis receives letter, kiddo stress, woman arrives, they meet and have dinner. Like, it's basic, but I know what I'm trying to say. And once again, it's like the rough draft of your rough draft. So then what I did is I, on my laptop, I wrote out all the characters that are in this first draft, and this is day 2. And so like I wrote out everybody who has almost like a speaking role in a way, and it's just somebody who like is just of importance, and they're actually mentioned in the first draft of this, and just like who interacts with who and all that stuff. So what I did is I listed, I think, 40 characters, and then what I did is I was looking up first names and last names, and yeah, I'm super, so the only name that I've kept from starting this is the main character's name, which is Heartland. Anyway, I like the name and it really fits her. But then what I did with that is I have the character's name in bold, and then I have a description next to it. And it just, because it's really hard to write. This is a big thing that I noticed as I was like writing it. I was like, I feel like I'm just like putting myself in all the characters, and like it's just like a story about me interacting with me, and like I just didn't like that, and it was like super hard to like try to make reactions realistic. So what I did is I based off all my characters off of somebody that I know. So if you see something in there that you feel like you've seen before and you know me, you may or may not be in my book. I actually named 4 characters off of people that I met at the summer camp last summer. I love those girls. So anyway, what I did, for example, Heartland is the main character. She looks just like Mia, and all of her decisions are what Mia does, but she does have green eyes. That's the only difference, but I'm basing my character off of Mia, like Mia's bookshelf. I bet she's so flattered. And then my main character, who's a male, is based off of Carden and Edmund from Narnia, and he's 6'2", with dark hair, and has brown eyes. And it just continues down the list of explaining it. And my sister's in this. My best friend is in this. Like my other best friend, other than Mia. A couple of my enemies. My manager. Joking. Not really. Anyway, so then once I finished doing that, that was a separate day. And what I did, so that was day 2. Wow. Nice. I also did this in the span of like 2 weeks. But we'll ignore that fact. So then what I did is I literally have this in bold. It says extremely detailed step by step. And with that, I wrote out the chapters. I have 42 chapters in this book. And literally like there's no unimportant chapter, if that makes sense. And each one is so well thought out. Oh, it is 4 days, sorry. My brain has been jumping all over the place today. It's been so bad. What I did is I did a bullet point of each chapter. So I said chapter 1, 2,000 words. Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Heartland. And I had that word in bold. So like whenever I introduced a character, it was in bold. So then I know, and I just like bolded anything that was important to the plot. But I practically just summarized it, and it's like this chapter you get introduced to the family. You are just in the house, like that's the only location. And yeah. And it's just 2,000 words of like introduction. You're getting to know the family and the main character and location and just like backstory. And then the next, it's chapter 2, 2,000 words. And then I list what happens in that chapter. So that's broken down into 42 chapters. And each time a character gets introduced, I put them in bold. And then, yeah. And then I also like do like spans of when it happens and like moods and all that stuff. So yeah, that was day 3. And then day 4 was so much fun. So what I did for day 4 is I said NaNoWriMo 2023. And then what I did is I numbered the days 1 through 30. And then I put each chapter that I'm going to be writing that day. So when I'm writing that chapter, I'm going to put, this isn't going to spoil the title, is it? I'll put a sticky note over there. But what I did is I put, like I found a song that fits the vibe of that. So then when I write, it like fits the vibe. So anyway, for example, I'm actually going to go through the playlist so you guys get a little hint. I'm like hinting at it to be annoying. But anyway, so what I did is I have, this is my opening song. And then I have this as my next one. I have this song. It's a lot of Pride and Prejudice and Little Women. If you're on my Instagram, you know that I said that there's some, like, I was looking for How to Train Your Dragon song. There is no dragons in the book, but I can't promise that there won't be later into the series. More of like a spin-off. I'm already exposing way too much. That's my problem with secrets, is like, fine, I'll just give you like a little hint and then I just give it. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited for this book. I'm so excited. I feel like you guys are actually gonna really like it. And here's the thing though, is like, I know that my book isn't very unique. It's kind of like, it was inspired really by, I actually don't even know what it was inspired by. I kind of just like thought of it one day and was like, this could work. But when I was telling Mia the plot of it, she said it was a lot like The Selection, but it's without like the bachelorette stuff to it and without the stupid main character. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are excited for NaNoWriMo. I'm so excited for NaNoWriMo. I just can't wait to start writing this book. Like, I'm really trying to resist the urge to write right now, and I like can't decide if I should like just like go ahead and start writing, because my brother's birthday's at one point and we got Thanksgiving, and like it's gonna be super hard, but I feel like I just need to wait so it's more fair. But yeah, so what you need to do is subscribe, because I'm probably going to be posting a short each day of my progress on YouTube, of course. You're on YouTube right now. I'm not posting this on my Instagram or Pinterest. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you're excited for NaNoWriMo like I am, and we're just gonna quick review. First day I wrote out the plot. Second day I did characters. Third day I did detailed descriptions, and then fourth day I did my playlist. So yeah, super easy prep, and it's enough time before NaNoWriMo starts, so it's gonna be super fun. So excited. You guys are gonna love my book, and I will drop hints for my titles and all that stuff later. So I will catch you guys next time. Mia is calling me, so I will see you guys later. Bye.